Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? This is Shelly Rivera, Luna Fitness Evolution. That's something stuck in my throat. Um, and thank you for joining me again. And if it's your first time joining, we are in the middle of why some of the excuses that we use to not get healthier or work out or all that other good stuff. And I say excuses, people call it procrastination or whatever. But eventually, with procrastination, what happens is most of the time that's something where you have a deadline, the night before, or whatever. It's like cramming for an exam. Kids are, yeah, we study and we do this and we go to class or whatever. But typically, it's not until the night before a big exam that we sit there and we actually focus on what the hell we're supposed to be doing all damn year or the semester that we were in college. And we didn't focus. So now it's one day before and we got to focus because we need to pass this class. That's procrastination. This, on the other hand, is you just keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And a lot of people just won't do it, period, because they have excuses as to why they won't. And like I said, we're going to be very blunt about a lot of things right now. And, I had apprehensions about being that blunt and thinking about that. I was like, no, people need to hear this because I needed to hear it when I started training. My very first trainer, um, Aldrich, from a gym I was going to in the Heights, he was a very good trainer. And, he tried to push me, but I wasn't focused enough and I wasn't wanting to hear it. And I say that I was not wanting to hear it. And then when I got serious again, I had another trainer, David, at a little private gym. And at that time, myself, I was more motivated to do the work and to push myself. So that kind of helped me on that end. So we all have reasons. We all have the why in our head. Why do we need to work out? Why do we want to work out? Whatever it is. But a lot of the time it comes down to, I just don't want to do it, period. And that was kind of my thing for the longest time. And you have to learn, and that's a bigger deal. You have to learn how to become disciplined on your own, because a lot of that nobody can teach you. My trainer couldn't, be there with me 24/7 and tell me, Michelle, don't, eat that cake, don't eat that bag of chips, don't drink that whole margarita, it's going to ruin everything you've done up to now. I lost 5 pounds and I went and binged on a thing of nachos and 2 margaritas. So that was pretty much that. So, but, so hopefully by now, and if you haven't, go back and see my other 2 videos and figure out your why, number one. And whether it's a need or a want, that's fine. Just figure out why you need to do this or why you want to do this or what's going on in your life that you feel like it's just time for you to do something else, time to do better. And maybe your why is, I just want to freaking do better for me. I don't need any reason. I don't need an event. It's not because of my family life. It's not because of the kids. It's not because of school. Or it's not because of my health. I just want to. And that's good. That's great. So let's talk a little bit about, you've identified your why. You kind of, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm putting that on you. You know why you haven't done it. Some excuses are going to be legitimate excuses as to why you haven't done this. And it could be because, oh, yeah, I'm overweight and it's going to be challenging for me to get up and move. You're right, it is. But even paraplegics figure out how to move. Look at the Olympics they have. Whew. Them spices just get in my throat. So you figured out your reason. You've figured out what your time wasters are. So now what? What do I do now? Okay, now you got me, Shelly. Okay, I'm there. I understand what you're saying. Let's do this. What the hell? Let's go. Stop fucking talking. Let's go. All right, so let's go. So you want a quick 10, 15-minute workout in the morning or in the afternoon or on your lunch break? Maybe you're able to do it at your lunch break. Maybe you don't need to have a whole hour for lunch just to sit there and eat because maybe it only takes you 15 minutes to eat and the rest of the time you're on your phone. That's another, point where you can figure out how to work out. And I know a lot of people don't want to do that because they're, oh, well, I go back sweaty and this, that, and the other. And you don't have to do a vigorous workout. You can just go find somewhere to take a walk. Is there a park near you? Go take a walk. Eat your lunch. Sit there, eat your lunch, enjoy your lunch. And before you go back to work, just go take a walk. It doesn't have to be jogging and moving about and making sure you're cutting the sweat. No. All you need to do is walk. Starts with the little things, okay? So I talked about mommy and daddy and me, okay? And that is, and there's actually classes. The mommy and daddy and me are actual classes. If you look around, I'm pretty sure you'll find some. I know I was in Houston and we had some mommy and me classes, or mommy, daddy, and me. And basically all that is whew, you're taking your kids with you to work out. And you're using your kids as resistance, whether it's putting them on your shoulders, putting them on your back. Oh, the spices, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, like I was saying, basically they're classes where you take your children. And when you're a mommy and daddy and it's hard for you just to get up and go in the morning to go do what you need to do for the day to keep the family sustained, yes, it's hard to find time to do this. But when baby wakes up and you're having to wake up and this is early in the morning, before you get your day going, interact with baby, right? Pick up the baby. Do some lunges with the baby, cradle the baby. And purposely, hold the baby in a certain way where it's, forcing you to actually use your muscles to hold the baby up. Don't just hold the baby in your arms. No, that's easy. Just hold the baby out, cradle the baby out away from you. That gives you more resistance and it builds up more muscle strength in your arms, shoulders, and biceps, Lay on the ground, talk to the baby and do some chest presses with the baby, things like that. Okay, so I don't have a kid. What do I do now? Well, that's for them. Okay, cool. What do I do? Basic calisthenic workouts are amazing. When I say basic workouts, I mean basic. You're talking about lunges, push-ups, sit-ups, different versions of sit-ups, different versions of push-ups. There's not just one push-up and one sit-up. There's different ways to do that one move, okay? Lunges. There's not just one lunge. There's a reverse lunge, there's a forward lunge, there's side lunges, there's elevated lunges, all of which you can do at your bedside, and all of which you don't need equipment for. Oh, well, jumping jacks, yeah. Get the heart going, your body's moving, everything. Windmills. If you don't know what a windmill is, look it up. It's very easy workout, moving, exercise, moving your body around. Burpees. Burpees can be done by your bedside. Nobody likes them. All the more reason you should do them. Master them. Things like that, just set a timer, 10 minutes. Before you start working out, make sure you stretch a little bit. It doesn't have to be a long stretch, a couple of minutes, 1-2 minutes. Work your arms around, do arm circles, stretch your legs, get up on your toes, stretch your calves, stretch your hamstrings, your glutes, everything. And then get into your workout. Do some, maybe start with like 10, 15 push-ups. See if you can do that. If you can't, drop it down until you get comfortable enough to where you can do more. And then you're going to do 10, 15 sit-ups. Okay, cool. And then we're going to do some penguins. Look those up. It's basically an oblique. It's an oblique movement. You're making a triangle with your legs, putting your feet flat on the ground. You're using your arms extended out, and you're going side to side, trying to touch your heels with your hands, and that gives you an oblique movement while you're on your back. Okay? Penguins. Bird dogs. Dead bugs. all of which you can find on YouTube. Okay, guys, these are not brand new exercises. Lunges, burpees, jumping jacks, windmills, uh, planks, different versions of planks. There's so many things you can do. So 10, 15 minutes, do 10 of each, and each week increase it 1 or 2 or maybe 5. Okay. So you did 10 last week of everything. So now we're going to do 15 of everything. And now we're going to do 20 of everything. And then when it gets too easy that you're just doing a basic push-up sit-up, well, then let's do a variation of a push-up sit-up. So I want to do a diamond push-up now. Okay, that's working different parts of your body, different parts of your arm, different parts of your back, different parts of your shoulders. Oh, and I'm going to do an elevated lunge, Okay, that's hitting your calves more and working your legs better, Just modify what you're doing until you feel that motivation. You start seeing changes in your body and you feel that motivation in you. And then you're able to say, okay, so I'm getting up at 5, I'm doing 10 minutes. The rest of the time I'm just sitting there, drinking my coffee, eating my breakfast, watching TV or being on social media. I think I can push 30 minutes now. So now you're getting up, you're stretching a couple of minutes, you're going outside, you're running around. I used to run around my complex, running around the complex, coming back, doing push-ups, doing sitting-ups, going sit-ups, going up and down stairs as quietly as possible because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But, going up and down the stairs to work your glutes and your legs, and you're just feeling good now. Okay, so I'm doing 30 minutes in the morning, wondering if I can get another workout in during the day. Well, I got an extra, 15, 20 minutes at lunchtime. Maybe I'll just go take a walk. Maybe while I'm walking, I'll do some walking lunges. Maybe while I'm walking, there's this place over there that has a whole bunch of stairs. Maybe I can walk up and down those stairs. And little by little, you yourself start pushing yourself to do more because you want to, because you're feeling what's happening to you, not just your body, but your mind and your spirit. Okay? Okay, so I go to school all morning. Then I have a job, a part-time job in the evening. I only have 2 days off to study. I got to do all this studying. What am I supposed to do? Well, do the same as if you were waking up early in the morning and trying to get that 10, 15-minute workout in. Okay? So now you're working out, and in between class, my example was park a little bit further away from campus. Park further away from campus and get a walk. Because when you're parking on campus, most likely you have your backpack. And if you need to have a computer and your books and all that other good stuff, you are walking with resistance now. You have weight on your shoulders. You have weight on your back. So you're forced to walk straight, put those shoulders back, get that head up, and we're walking with purpose now. Okay? Maybe we're not in the beginning, but little by little, you're going to see that walking becomes more standing, more straight, more open with your chest. I can breathe better when I walk. So now I'm going to start swinging my arms a little bit more aggressive. My feet are going to be moving faster. And I'm taking the stairs more often. Or on campus, I saw this set of stairs back over there. Maybe if I park back there, walk to the stairs, do the stairs, and then walk to campus, and then I have to walk all the way back to, that's a good workout. So you yourself have figured out how to help yourself and motivate yourself to do more and to do better, because little by little, you'll start seeing small changes, and those small changes start motivating you. I don't know how to explain that if you've never experienced that. But the first time you step on the scale and you see the weight drop, yeah, cool, that's a motivator. But a lot of times you're working out and that weight, that number is not going to move for a long time. And you're going to feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything. But then you start noticing your clothes is fitting just slightly different. Like your waistband is just this much lighter, and not so tight. I'm sorry. It's not so tight. Well, that's pretty cool. And then you see the top of your belly. It's not as protruded as it was before. It's this much. Did I do that? Did that come from this? Yes, it did. Guess what? You did that. You did it all by yourself. And with all that said, I mean, definitely I can help, with getting some workouts planned and all that, but ultimately you have to want to do it. And it's like I said, I've said it before, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And it's even harder when you have to do it. It's even harder when you have to do it. Okay, I'll say it again. It's harder and challenging. Not harder, that's the wrong word. I don't like that word. It's more challenging when you have to do it because of your health. And those health conditions challenge you on a daily basis with your entire being just to get up out of bed. I get it. But that does not mean that is the end of it all. So little by little, you'll find your 10, 15 minutes. Little by little, you first will start seeing and feeling changes. Little by little, that accountability partner that you have doesn't have to call you every day. They're going to call you one morning and you're going to be up like, girl, I'm already there. I already know. I already did the whole thing. I'm ready to go. I got my coffee, got my breakfast. I'm out the door. Thank you for calling me. I hope you got yours done too. Do you need me to call you? Did you do yours? Because it just happens. That's the way it's supposed to progress. And it's called progression for that reason. So talk to me. Let me know what it is that is going to help you find your 10, 15 minutes. Let's start with 10 minutes. What's going to help you find your 10 minutes? Okay? And I'm going to put in the details on this workout a list of some very easy things that you can do at your bedside or even in a small space, even if you don't have a yoga mat or a workout mat or any kind of equipment at all. I'm going to put some basic moves that you can do that will help you start moving your body, getting you up and getting you those 10 minutes. That way you can start feeling what it's like to start doing things and getting your own motivation and finding your own way to doing this. If you need an accountability partner and you don't have one, call me, text me, send me a message. We'll talk. And if I get enough people, I might even get a group together just for accountability. And we're going to, you tell me what time you need to get up or you need to move or what time you're doing your what. And we'll all account for each other. Somebody's going to hit you up at 12 o'clock noon and say, did you get your workout in? Or did you just sit there and eat all your lunch? Because all you had to do was go right outside and go walk around. Even if it's just walking your parking lot. Who cares if they think you look stupid walking the parking lot? Who's going to look good? Them or you? In the end. Who's going to feel better? Them or you? So what? You think I look stupid walking around in the parking lot over and over and over and over? Guess what I'm going to look like in the end? Guess what my ass is going to look like when I get done? So, like I said, I'll think about it. That's a good idea. If we get enough people that need accountability, then we'll put together a little group and there'll be certain people, 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. Somebody else is out there that wants to be up at 4:30. It's not ridiculous. There is somebody else out there that wants to, and that is the only time they know they have, that wants to be up at 4:30 in the morning working out. I think it's Mark Wahlberg who does a 4 a.m. workout. He works out from 4 to 6 in the morning. He's done that for years consistently. What does he look like? So if you don't have that person around you right now, don't worry. We're going to find it all together. We're all going to find it together. Okay? Yeah, we'll find it together. But you got to first do your part. Find out what's holding you back. What's your why? Are you doing this because you want to or you need to? No wrong answer. Do you have an event that you want to look good for? Like me? Not a wrong answer. Do you just want to do it because you want to look like a badass bitch? That's not a wrong answer at all. It doesn't matter what your why is. You need to have your why. You need to know why you want to do this. Number 2, identify your time wasters. Figure out actively, just even before you get started on anything else you think about, anything else, working out, anything else. Think about what you do every day. What do you do in the morning when you wake up? What do you do when you go to lunch? What do you do when you come home from work? What do you do on the weekends? Is there time anywhere there? Okay, so you don't get a good workout during the week. You only get 10 minutes, maybe once or twice a morning. Get a good hour and a half workout in on the weekend when you have more time. If that's your day off. Okay, yeah, it's your day off and you want me time, whatever. But isn't me time self-care, me bettering me? Shouldn't that what me time should be? Me time should be me working on me, making me better. Whether it's reading a book, doing a hobby, not doing anything, or getting healthy. Healthy should be a part of that me time attitude. Number 1. Because if you're 50 and you're saying you want me time, but you've never done anything like this, and now your body's slowing down because you've never even attempted to try to work out, then you're not going to have very many opportunities for me time after that. So I'll put the list of the workouts in there. You start with 10. If you can't do the 10, drop it down to 5. It doesn't matter how many you do. If you can only do 2, oh my God, push-ups are the hardest for me. Hardest. I still can barely get 5 in. Like honest to good push-ups, meaning going all the way down and coming all the way back up. And not girl push-ups where you're on your knees, or the modified, I'm sorry, not girl. I don't mean to say that. Modified push-ups where you're on your knees and you're pushing your weight from the top back. Okay? And there's modifications for beginning push-ups. You can do them on the wall until your upper body is strong enough to hold yourself up to where you can do a full-on push-up. And knee push-ups are not bad. You're doing something. Okay? You need accountability. You need somebody who's going to be there and tell and hold you and themselves accountable for what's going to happen and what needs to happen and what you want to happen. You do need somebody like that. It's not very many people with the right kind of attitude who can just go out there and motivate themselves. There are people like that, yeah. But a majority of us need someone to help us along the way and guide us and push us. So whatever it is you need, figure all that stuff out first before you even try to start working out. And once you identify all those factors and find your partner, and that partner, like I said, doesn't physically need to stand next to you all the time. It could just be a text or a phone call in the morning. There's somebody out there that cares about you enough. And for whatever reason, if you can't find anybody, or you just really don't want to bother anybody with that, reach out to us. Reach out to the group. We're going to find a group. And we're going to hold each other accountable. And we're going to push you so that you are a better you for this year. And once you get that mindset going and your heart feels it, your body feels it, and you see it, there's no stopping you. Alrighty, guys, thank you for joining me today. We will keep talking on this subject about getting healthier and getting workouts in. A lot more is coming up, and I really hope you keep coming back and joining me. And if you haven't, subscribe and like, and definitely share, because we need more people in with us on getting better, healthier, and for the men and women, sexier for sure. Especially those in their 50s, because that's where I'm at. And nothing says that we can't look and feel a certain kind of way like what we did when we were in our 20s. So we definitely can do that. So let's get together and let's do this. Alrighty, guys. Love you all.